guys, welcome to another episode of Ron and Reg TV. I am Reg.
I'm Ron.
And welcome to
Thirstdates
with Ron and Reg. So for tonight we will be having a
nata drink.
Nata, it's a drink with nata de coco. So we have lychee flavored drink. So what's our topic for tonight, Ron?
Okay, for tonight we'll be talking about bad or negative habits of Filipinos.
Okay.
Now to start with, on the list we have the crab mentality. So Reg, can you tell me what is a crab mentality?
Crab mentality is when you, if there's somebody or your peer who gets something or achieves something, you're not happy about it. You want to have their achievement. You want to be above them. So what you do?
Maybe it's not above them. So if some Filipinos actually see or saw somebody who is what do you call that? Getting accomplishments or having a good life, they tend to pull down that person, and to do that, we call that in Filipino chismis. So it's like a Filipino CCTV. You talk about them, about the negative. Mostly chismis is a negative connotation of letting negative stories about that person.
It's either you make up stories about how they achieve, example, getting a house. It's either a person married a foreigner, or they won, or they stole some money. So a Filipino with a crab mentality usually makes up stories to pull down the person. To pull down their peers. Yes. So I think that trait should not be practiced, because we have to pull each other up in order for you to actually achieve what your peers has achieved. Is not talk about them negatively, but actually
you should be happy with the person.
And you could actually copy what they did. You have to idolize them. If you think that they have achieved something great, I think you could idolize them, or at least
positively
think of some ways for you to actually achieve what they have.
Yes, that's correct.
And I think it's about being competitive of Filipinos. They don't really want that they are... Some people are very already advanced, or some people has already achieved so much unlike them.
Okay, so that's crab mentality. No.
The next in the list, I think, is mañana habit.
Mañana habit?
Yes. So what is mañana habit?
Okay, mañana is derived from a Spanish word tomorrow. Okay, so most Filipinos actually lazy. So they tend to work, let's say for the day, do the work, and then they get lazy. Then they would just tell themselves, "Oh, it's okay, let's just finish it tomorrow." So that's a mañana habit. So you don't have to finish the job today, but you have to wait until tomorrow. So again, by the day that will come, let's say tomorrow will come, and then since it's a habit, okay, let's do that another day again. So until the job is not going to be finished.
Yes. Also, this is common with kids and teenagers when their parents give them a job or give them a chore. They always reply to their mother or their father, "Okay, mom, I'll do it later."
It's tomorrow.
Or later or tomorrow. which I think something that should be avoided because we are nurturing kids to be lazy.
It's not productive.
Yes.
So that's manana habit. And the next on the list, we have the Filipino time.
Yeah. This is very popular with Filipinos, even around the world.
Yes, it's
this is already
making
very
Filipinos mad.
This is actually already a joke with some foreigners because there is such thing as Filipino time. If they say we will set up a meeting, for example, at 9 a.m. for tomorrow, but what Filipinos do, they tend to leave their houses by 9 a.m.
They tend to be late.
Yes. So, when you say Filipino time, this is the time later than the set time, which is 9 a.m. So, usually, Filipinos have that tendency to, the meeting's still 9 o'clock. You get to do some unproductive stuff until the time is already up and you're already late with the meeting.
Yes. Because there is a mentality of us Filipinos that when you set a specific time for the meeting, some will think that the meeting is still 9 a.m. So maybe some people will get late too. So we Filipinos tend to, not to follow the specific time.
Yeah, the exact time. Others, they would actually set the meeting, for example, at 8:30, but would actually start at 9, which is their intention because we are already known to be very late.
Yes, that's right, and it's very bad.
Yes.
Okay, next on the list we have disregard for rules. Okay.
Yes, I think Filipinos, this is one of the worst traits of Filipinos.
Correct.
Because we tend to just break rules,
Yes.
especially traffic rules, I think.
Correct. Even other rules, jaywalking. There are already signs that you can cross this road. You just have to still cross it.
Or
without using the pedestrian lane.
Or those that smoke, even beside a no smoking sign.
That's right. No parking signs, no overtaking.
Yes.
Actually,
but
experience that a lot.
But unfortunately, or fortunately, Filipinos are actually law-abiding
In other countries.
Yeah, when they are in other
They're
countries.
outside the Philippines, they follow the rules, but not here in the Philippines.
Yeah, because I think we have that tendency to worry about in some other countries you will really get penalized for breaking the rules.
Because
unlike here,
also it's one of the reasons that Filipinos
Yeah.
don't follow the rules because there's nobody to implement the law, to penalize the people. So it's it's just Filipino just break the rules and then they'll just say that nobody's gonna catch me or something like that. Don't penalize.
They always think that they could get away with it, so
Yes, that's right.
they keep on doing it.
That's right. And then we have Aningas Kugon. So what is Aningas Kugon, right?
Actually, Ningas Kugon is a Filipino term for Filipinos to be very eager when they start something, but they lose that eagerness when things get complicated or halfway through the project. Actually, the word Ningas Kugon is from two words: Ningas, or to spark, or to start a fire, and Kugon, or
It's a grass.
it's a local grass. When you start a fire with Kugon, it actually lights up and then after that it just
Died
just died down. So it's actually like that. Filipinos you have that eagerness when you start a project. You are very excited when you start a project. But if things get complicated, or if
Getting harder in the middle,
and you
it
don't
tends
know
to-
the solution to your problem, you tend to drop the project, or you don't finish it at all, and it's a waste of your time and energy, and even the money.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people.
I also know somebody who is very eager with the projects that he starts, but
Not finished at all.
yeah, and most of the time, his family
And
will just shoulder everything that he would be dropping. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, next on the list is colonial mentality. Okay. So we Filipinos, of course, as you know, we were under Spanish rule for 333 years.
And we were
And
under the
Americanized, and then
American
we're
ruling.
in Japan.
How many years for America?
America, that's 1898 to almost 20 years. And then Japan during World War II for 4 or 5 years, I think. But colonial mentality stays until today with the Filipino people. Because you can see that most Filipinos actually would like to look like Westerners, you know, for fashion, American fashion, Korean fashion, and they also want to buy things that are, you know, made from the US, or we call that imported. Now, since they can't actually buy those branded new apparels, clothes, and they also patronize ukay-ukay. Now, the ukay-ukay actually is a thrift shop of second-hand clothing, which was actually a relief good, which is going to be
these are
donated
donations
from other countries.
Yes.
Now, some of the clothing or shoes are actually branded, so they actually would go buy those clothes, and not buying local products.
Yes, and I'm also guilty about that. Growing up, I'm really dark-skinned, so I'm really conscious with regards to
Skin color.
Yeah, skin color, because most of my classmates growing up were mestizas, or they're
Or
really
Spanish blood.
yeah, they're mestizas, or they are really fair skin. So growing up, I really wanted to look like them. It's not that I don't belong, but I just really wanted to look like them, or I want a fair skin. So I was into buying wedding products, and I want to likewise I want to straighten my hair. Yeah, even now this is not my natural hair
And color, actually.
no.
She's whiter. This is the true Filipino color.
But I'm not into whitening products anymore. I as I age and as I mature, I came to love the skin color. I think I am into straightening my hair just to have it manageable. But other than that, I am already loving myself as I am. So I think, yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I am, but really, I'm guilty of being brown skinned when I was young. And even with our artistas, there are a few artistas that are really morena. We go for the fair skin, the mestizas, and the K-pop is already here. They have
They don't want to look Koreans.
yeah, there are a lot of they want Korean fashion. We watch Korean novellas, and we sing K-pop even if we don't understand it. So yeah, it's part of having a colonial mentality.
And also, there's a movie clip or a video clip that I saw in one of the social medias. It's from a foreigner. Actually, he commented that most of the grocery stores, supermarkets here in the Philippines are actually selling whitening
Oh,
products.
yeah.
So he commented that why would Filipinos would look, whiter compared to, brown-skinned Filipinos, because most of the foreigners actually would
Want to have
want to have our color,
tan, yeah.
our tan skin.
That's
Like,
why they come here in in a tropical country where we have
more
good
sun.
beaches and more sun, so that they could have a good skin color. They really, really want our skin color.
And look at your boss, right?
Yeah, one of my
Previous
British boss, he really wants to have a tan after a vacation, but the problem is he only gets lobster red.
Yeah, it's really red.
So he's just turning red, and then to the point of burning already. So yeah, he doesn't really get the color that we have. So I think that's one thing. Also, I think we only get to be proud of ourselves or as a Filipino when we make it
What?
we make it big outside. I mean, for example, nung Lea Salonga, when she wasn't hailed as Miss Saigon and performed outside, I don't think she would be as successful as any singer here. We only get to see or appreciate our Filipino artists when they make it big, or we only get to appreciate our athletes when they win medals in the Olympics. I mean,
Not all.
or Pacquiao winning. I mean, we always,
It's Filipino pride.
I know, but I mean, you only get to be proud of it when the foreigners validate their achievements.
They recognize
Yeah.
the Filipino achievements.
We could not give it ourselves. That's the problem. We have to have a validation from the outside that we are actually good, which is not the case. Should not be the case.
Okay, and last but not the least, the most prominent,
Yeah.
even the whole wide world actually acknowledges that Filipinos are corrupt. So this is corruption. Now, what is corruption? Corruption is, getting a favor
Or giving a
or
favor.
giving a favor in exchange of money. That's one way to say it, how do you explain that? This is just, there's money involved in corruption, or maybe not money, but some valuable things in exchange of, a personal favor
Or a service.
or service. So actually, the Philippines. What I saw in the
Or
news, Philippines is
how are we
listed as
ranked?
one. I don't know, but maybe in the top 10 in
Most
Southeast Asia or in Asia, the most corrupt country. Because I don't know, Filipinos, like what happened, recently we just finished our election. So this is an example. One candidate is known to be, a corrupt lawmaker, existing case of graft. But still, Filipinos would tend to vote for him. So, in that sense, Filipinos don't actually mind the corruption that's in the system because they continue to vote, corrupt politicians. So there's a never-ending cycle of corruption here in the Philippines.
Because we allow it also.
Yeah, because some people would allow it, but we are actually trying not to continue, these practices because it's not giving you a productive, a productive.
It's not a good image
Yeah.
to other countries.
Mhm.
It's not a good image for our country, especially for investors.
The Filipinos as a whole.
Yeah. I think it's something that we have to start within.
Yeah.
Everything has to be within us.
Start with yourself.
Within ourselves, within the family,
Mhm.
because these things should be taught within the family as well. Starts with the family. When the kids go out again, it continues with the school until they go to the community. But then again, you have to be helping yourself to eliminate these.
No, just following simple rules. would
Eliminate
actually
these traits, because
give
I
big
mean,
help.
it's something you have. It's within. It's not because it's already a trait of a Filipino. You just have to embrace that. It's not that.
Yeah.
I think these are traits that still we could avoid
Yes.
and not teach our kids. These are traits that even if we know are existing, we shouldn't follow because we want to belong and all that. We could avoid all of these.
Yes, that's right.
So I think that's it, Ron.
Mhm.
I think for the next episode, we will balance this episode with the good traits of a Filipino.
That's right.
Because I think there are a lot of good traits that we should be proud of, and we want you guys to be proud as we discuss it next week.
Yes, that's right.
So see you guys next week, and I hope that you enjoyed our episode. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And if you want more of this kind of video, just click on the notification bell.
Yes.
So it will be updated with our latest videos.
So thank you very much, guys, and see you again next week.
See ya.
Bye-bye.